Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot oracle, your daily insight on life and love for March 18th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching this in time, it might be relevant, horribly irrelevant, somewhere on that spectrum. But if you found your amazing way across this, chances are you need to hear this message. You know, I felt like this was going to be a challenge at first. It's not. This is actually really cool. So if you found your way across this, hang out. Don't force this to fit your life. If you do have questions about booking a private session, my email's in the description. You can also find me on social platforms. My old Instagram was hacked through friends, so I have a backup one. It's at Raising Savak, and that's going to be tagged in all the videos because somebody is following the videos, downloading them, putting them on my hacked page. We're not doing that. Anyways, yeah, at Raising Savak with Instagram. The other ones are still fine. So here we are. Let's look at what we are looking at here. Somebody completely got slapped with their own reality, and that is not a bad thing. Somebody, without question, knows what they want, and I see that they are going after what they want. They're going and following their heart. This, it feels so loving, and it feels so strong, and it feels honest, truthful. Well, honest and truthful are the same thing. What the heck? We're just word vomit right now. No, very honorable, honest, beautiful. This is a huge milestone for whoever this is about. If this is you or somebody in your life, know that this is a major milestone. I don't think that they really allowed themselves to be happy in the past, but look, we are embracing this indulgence. We are going to let ourselves be happy for once, genuinely. Now, I get that you have been happy at various points of your life. Whatever situation this is talking about, it's a finally moment. Like, we're not going to disguise what we want for other people's sensitivities. You, my dear, or whoever this is about, are going after what they want. The thing is, it's riddled with absolute passion and nurturing. This is very loving and completely transparent. Grounded, I feel like this is something that really shows its strength and ability to grow. I see that this is all about solid home base. I really feel like this is stable. I feel like there's a lot of excitement. I feel like there's a lot of things that you get to work with on here. I know that you're afraid of the future, but this is pulling you out of that fear. This is managing what you are letting yourself get lost with. So we have a lot of blue base cards here, and it goes into yellow. So we're dealing with the throat and the solar plexus. This is going to take a lot of self-awareness and emotional self-awareness and discipline, because what I'm seeing here is you know what you want. You're so excited to finally let yourself be happy and go after it. And the thing is, as you're on that trail, like anything else, you would start to get scared because this is new territory. I don't care how happy this makes you. New territory is new territory, and you have to learn and observe that. So this is saying, like, do a lot of self-check-ins and little bits of awareness. Where are we on this? Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay. Everyone's still, we're all here? Yeah, you are. I'm very excited for you. I also feel like there's certain giddiness coming through with you. This could be involving loving relationships, like you're letting yourself be happy in loving relationships, or you are following your dream and ambition. So a lot of changes are going to be made. Yeah, this is big jobs. You know, I never really have well, you should probably go to the grocery store in these messages now, do I? It's never about being just a lax weekend. For some reason, when you come across these messages, you're on big jobs right now. And I know it's kind of obnoxious, but I love this. I really do. This is truly a personal investment of yours. And honestly, I feel like you have been through the loneliness about this for quite some time. I feel like it's been a lonely road holding back all of this, trying to be somebody else's ideal or trying to be some sort of ideal It was never working. This made you feel so alone in a world of almost 8 million people. All right. So tell me more about this. Oh, this came from previous wounds, obviously. So what I'm seeing in this is you're ready to move beyond the pain. Pain of childhood, pain of previous heartaches. I see that you're not healed completely because there's still work to be done, but the ability to detach from the previous pain and acknowledge what it was and what came from it, that's where you are. So it's like, all right, I'm not gonna bring old pain into new situations that are riddled with possibilities. It's very beautiful and it's very empowering, but also it brings a sense of innocence to it. And that I can definitely get on board with. You, my dear, without question, have just pulled off the biggest karmic lesson that you have set up for yourself. I think that whatever comes after this is much more manageable for you, and we're gonna see what's up. You're just not gonna play the game, are you? You are taking yourself out of the game. I flip and love this, okay? You know how amazing you are. I think that it took you a very long time to learn just how incredible you are. There's such a low brow to this sense of ego. People called it arrogance as if it were a bad thing. I want you to have a healthy ego. I want you to have an era of arrogance. This is not a bad thing. And you brought all of these harsh lessons to the surface right now. You probably have been emotionally strung out the last few weeks, months. For some of you, years. I don't know about you, but I was at one time definitely part of that years plan thing. It makes you crazy. Okay. So, what do you need to know? We know that you brought all of these lessons up ahead and that you're this amazing, look at that, you are the high priestess. I don't care your gender, I really don't. This is feminine energy. It's inner work, it's compassion, it's love, and it's receiving. So you drew this in. You're magical. I said what I said. All right. So tell me more about these lessons that you had to overcome. Stay optimistic. The dreams are coming true. Waves of prosperity. Ooh, gosh, dang it, no. Okay. I know that you lost your faith on more than, good God, really? I just pulled this as I'm saying the sentence out of the deck and I flip it up and look, whatever. I can't even prove it, so it just looks like I'm being, oh my God, yeah. No, this freaking just came out before I even saw it. And when I was talking about faith, I know that you lost your faith on more than one occasion in this, and that I don't know how you got through that doubt. That's probably something I should look into. What made you look through that doubt? I don't want this deck. No. Wisdom of the Oracle? Yes. How did you get through that doubt? You really didn't at first, did you? I really see that you authentically gave up. Okay, so what happened when you gave up? You let Spirit do the dirty work for you. Good. That also must have been so incredibly frustrating because it was like, okay, I can't see even what I want anymore. I can't see the big picture. I don't even know what I want anymore. And there's this sense of, I don't even care. You know what? I quit, Spirit. I quit. God, I quit. Allah, I quit. Whatever it is, I quit. You work this out because you want to know, I'm done. I did this, I did that, 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 and then what? Nada. I see the frustration with you. And Spirit's like, all right, well, this was this was planned, yes. I mean, you didn't have to say all those words, but yeah, this, you know, give up so I can, you know, take over. So what I'm seeing in this is, all right, Spirit says you give up. Are you thirsty for more? No. You give up, great. Sit the heck down. I will call you when it's ready. And you know what? I'm going to take care of this. So Spirit jumped into this after you gave up, after you kind of give 2 F's about whatever this situation is, and after you just want to crawl into a ball, it's like, okay, now since they're sitting aside, I'm going to put you here, you here, you here, you here, and then we have Tweedledum coming into the picture. It was in those quiet moments of you giving up where there's this little piercing light of, all right, something has to happen and I can't do it. And I really see that happening for you, you know, in that shred of doubt where it's like, I surrender, God. That's really what it is. The giving up is what we use in our terms. Spirit likes to call it surrendering. We don't like to call it surrendering for whatever reason. When we say surrender, it never quite feels right. So when we are finally sick enough of this situation, we're like, you want to know what, God, I flipping quit this. You do it. You. All right, so let's see what's up. I don't know what I'm asking of these cards, but I was drawn to use them. Be willing to forgive. Is that Spirit having to forgive us for being, you know, toddlers having a toddler tantrum, or is it us for not shielding ourselves and putting ourselves in that position? Yeah, more likely the latter, huh? This is definitely beyond this lifetime. I don't know if you believe in reincarnation or not. I don't really find it to be anything that, I don't find it to be anything that is backbreaking. Either you do or you don't. I do feel like you've been getting messages from the spiritual community around you about how to get out of your own way with this, because let's face it, you can get out of your own way with this. This is seeing how you were in your own way, seeing how your shield became your fortress, and seeing all the connections that you had kept in this life that were soul contracts finishing out from previous lifetimes that you couldn't get away from these people. And this could deal with relationship pain. This could deal with certain abusers in your life. And I even hate that I have to say that. And detrimental situations. So whatever that is that's coming to a close that you've given up and surrendered to Spirit, this is what's coming through. So what I'm seeing in here is the spiritual community giving you a ton of messages about that, a ton of insight as to why certain things had to happen. So in the fallout of cutting these cords, what happened with you? And we are going to, well, the bottom of the deck is study. You really had to take a solid look at yourself, didn't you? Okay. Study, focus, and listening. I really see that this is not about your earthly friends, because if we look at it that way, when we fall into those dark places, there sometimes is nobody around us, and that can be one of the most sobering realities that we witness. What I'm seeing in this is, in those quiet moments when you had given up, Spirit was looking at you as if to say, we are taking care of you. We are loving and nurturing you when you can't love and nurture yourself. All you have to do is focus on your breathing, focus on hearing exactly what Spirit is telling you. Now, sometimes that doesn't even come in the form of words. It comes in the implanted thought. And I see that those little aha moments, those divine inspirations, may have been what you are dealing with. So what is the forgiveness about? It's all of those heartaches in your past, all of those losses that you had experienced, every pain from every person who ever meant anything to you. Those were very deep soul contracts. Now this, it does start to feel like this is about personal relationships, doesn't it? Like the people who you had invested your time in the past, all of those people who you lost, whether it's family or friends or even lovers, it's forgiving them for not, forgiving them, is it forgiving them? I want to say forgiving some of them because they, the way that those relationships had to end, and sometimes forgiving yourself for being a culprit in it, because as much as I love that you're here, you're human. You effed up somewhere. You are not infallible. And don't worry, I completely hold myself accountable to that too. All right, so forgiving people of the past who in one way, shape, or form had broken your heart. What I see is entering your life is the soulmate. So this could again be family, friends, or lovers, people who feel like that sense of familiarity. It's that like attracts like, even if they are so vastly different. I do feel like this is somebody who has already entered your life. And if it's not, then get ready. Like now, get ready. If this person has already entered your life, then there is an air of you holding them at an arm's length because of the hurdles that you had to overcome. You may have even pushed them away. Maybe you even pulled yourself away from them. And that's a point of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for not letting yourself be happy in those moments, or that it took you this long to overcome those hurdles. But thank God that you overcame those hurdles at this point, and now you are really letting yourself be happy and also letting this person in. So what's something that you need to watch out for? We have the Queen of Cups making her grand appearance. What you need to watch out for is emotional stubbornness. Okay, again, I think you're great. You're awesome. If you found your way across this, chances are you're not a complete punk. Got it. You do run the risk of being all action and no compassion, just wanting to get the foundation laid and we'll talk this out later. No, we're going to emotionally connect this later. We're going to be okay later. Right now, I need to get the work done. No, sit down, shut up, and let's talk about this. So I see the emotional stubbornness is something that you might run into in those moments. What can you do? Be very clear with what your intentions are. Ooh, what's this? Trust and, all right. You have to let your person in as much as you want to be the person of action. You are going to have to see what the intention is. See what the intention of your person is. Trust them. Let them come to you. Let them step up in the relationship to show you that they are not only breaking these barriers with you, that they share the same, not only vibration, but heart as you in this. This is somebody who's very important in your life. I don't care if it's romantic or not. This person is important in your life. And I don't care what the relationship is. I'm still never going to ship abusive relationships. So let's knock that out of the park right now. But I see that you have to trust that this person can meet up to not the expectations, but to the same vibration as you and have the same view and do this with you. You're not just a single being in this. All right. So what do you have to look forward to? Give me some good cards, please. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. For some of you, okay, no, whatever this is, it's huge commitment. Some of you that might involve marriage, some of you it's just contracts all over the place. I see a lot being juggled. I see balance being restored. I see the ability to ride the waves together. I see a true gift coming in. Also change. The change is balance actually being restored. God, you see all these new hairs that are coming in. after you've been sick for years, it comes back in and now I have like a half cough going on. Okay, it is what it is. All right, so you have that. You also have a move that is coming in. Congratulations. That's gonna happen fast if it hasn't happened already. This is going to heal something very different with you. And it's also going to reignite your passion. You guys actually might move a great distance. Whatever it is, I want you guys to start planning your futures, but do it in a practical way. Okay, final cards for this is truly a journey that you're not going to fall flat on your face. You are at the beginning of a new cycle. Let yourself follow your passions, take charge, move as fast as you need to. It's not hastiness. When you surrender, sometimes things happen really fast. This is all about your pure, unbridled happiness and joy and reconnection, not only to whoever your person is, whoever the soulmate is, but also getting excited for life again. I see a lot of stress dissipating from your life, and I see you also cutting away numerous connections in your life that have done nothing but hurt you and weigh you down. We're looking at a celebration. Some of you, yeah, this might involve a wedding, but you know, it's not everybody, so I kind of can't say like that. But whatever it is, get ready for a celebration. Life is celebrating this coming together and all the healing that has been happening, that has been made, and that you have to look forward to, and everything that is really beautiful and fruitful coming to the surface about this. So, my dear, this has been your Daily Tarot and Oracle, your daily insight on life and love for March 18th, 2022, also being timeless. And again, if you have questions about booking a private session, go ahead to the description, find the provided email address, or find me on the social platforms and send me a DM. Again, I gotta say this because they still have my old Instagram. I've been fighting with Instagram, messaging them to try and get my account back or shut it down. All right, my old Instagram has been hacked. My new one is at Raising Sevak. It's all one word, RAISING SEVAK. I look forward to connecting with you, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. Oh yeah, so, and again, regard to the hacked account that happened to me, I'm never going to try and get your Cash App, and I'm never going to try and sell you anything, so let's put that out there. I'm never going to private DM you and be like, my ancestors told me to contact. No, I'm never gonna do that. Okay, all right, just want to clear the air on that. Go have an amazing day. Bye. There's a lot of karmic avoidance that's going on here, and it seems like it's you blocking a lot of things to yourself, and I hate saying that. It's not anything that you deserve. You don't deserve the pain, but you do deserve what is coming to you. What is it going to be? Don't worry, it's not a threat. It's Two of Cups energy. It's just you have damage control that has to be done right now. I'm not telling you to go back to any abusive situation. I see a relationship that has been pulling apart, and it seems like it's filled with a lot of projection and heartache, but this is stemming from past issues, like either childhood wounds or just pain from other relationships. So what I'm seeing right here is this has been a hard ride for you and whoever is involved in this. But you know what you want. You're not making any sort of mistakes. I do see that you're moving towards the Two of Cups. You are going to work really hard to find balance, but there's something that was blocked in the middle of the communication with whoever your person is. And now it's time that a makeup needs to be done. Somebody has to make up with somebody else. Again, not pushing abusive relationships, not pushing toxic things. These are relationships that would normally be, you know, on the healthier side, which was just feeling like pulling apart. So, how is this gonna go for you? How's this gonna go? It's gonna take time. Honestly, I don't think you would have it any other way though. If this just jumped back the way that it was, I don't think that you would trust it. This is gonna be a long-term investment. It's gonna change really fast, but I think this is because of you. but the making up and the stability and the consistency in the relationship is going to be held into question until somebody really works on their kind of down brow towards the, I guess, relationships. But honestly, we have the Nine of Cups. This feels really good. It feels like everybody is in this for the win and for each other. It's just, even in great relationships, there sometimes can be strife, and this is no exception. I do see that this is going to work out. Again, not toxic, not abusive. If it's any of those, get F away from it. I'm not kidding. So I really, really hope that this made sense. I want you to be a little bit more optimistic. I think that your sobering reality of this is going to be the key to it. And the person who was in question, I don't see them going anywhere. I see them sticking this out with you. I see the investment, but I see the letting go of expectations, or at least the attempt. It doesn't feel authentic. It actually feels like self-preservation. Now that could be good in some instances. Maybe a little bit, you need to be a little bit more daring here. It's scary for you to be vulnerable. I know that you want to be very self-contained. I know that you want to not get lost again, because that in the past has equated to hurt. And I think that you have burnt yourself out too much to the point of probably illness in your life. Why? Why is this a thing? Knock it off. No. There's been very little progress in those situations. Nothing in life that stems from you is going to be good or okay if you are not good or okay. Burning yourself out is burning yourself out, and everything that comes through with that is going to be affected by that burnout. You need to work on, I guess, not having so much on your plate. It was almost a character trait with you. If you didn't attempt to do everything because you didn't trust anyone else, you were going to lose your crap. It was almost like you're a tyrant. You weren't a tyrant, though. I don't really think that you are a bad person. I think that you were a stressed person and trying to do damage control. And this is not excusing any sort of abuse, whether it's verbal, physical, mental, financial, any one of those. I'm not excusing any of that. I'm not saying that you are abusive, though. So let's keep that completely on the table with this. You're tired of having to do everything, otherwise you won't have any value to anybody, and you just don't exist. I feel like part of you is used to people only coming to you when they need something, and that can be very disheartening. So I see that you, on a personal level, were trying to prove your validity to whoever this was, and it got you to a point where you just couldn't be around anyone anymore. I do feel the isolation and loneliness, and again, the illness that could have been coming through on here. And then I see that you were just really about working on yourself, detaching from everybody, a huge case of the F's. So let's see. Yeah, the Hermit. That was a major lesson, and you did lose a lot in that. I'm sorry. But at least you didn't have to fight. And the final card for this is going to be the Six of Cups. Spirit's going to give you a gift for this. There is payback coming in, and you are going to learn to adapt to the change. This is you. It's like, do not pass go. Do not collect $200 from my pocket, at least. All right, so let's get some things underway. You are a flippin' sensitive person. Like, I think that that's something that you've learned to guard. This is something that probably caused you a lot of pain early on in life, but I don't want you to lose that sensitivity. I think that it is truly a superpower for you. You probably came in looking for your people. You probably had a lot of idealism around family, friends, and lovers, and this has taught you to hurt. So this, I want you to know, there's a very special reason as to why you are so sensitive and why that is a superpower. First off, your empathy is off the charts. You got to learn to have healthy boundaries with that. That's what you are learning. But also, you came here to teach about love. You are truly an earth angel. I can almost guarantee that when people come around you, strangers, within a few minutes they're telling you their whole life story. And this can actually catch people off guard if they don't know exactly who they are. But this always happens to them. It's not a bad thing. And honestly, these people see your light and they trust you. This is an energy, it's a light that you give off. Yes, there will be people who take advantage of that, and I'm sure that you've experienced that numerous times. But what I'm seeing in this is you're a healer. The earth angel teach you about love. The people who are coming to you for help do need a form of healing, but the important thing with this is to ask yourself, are they willing to do the work to heal? Because, my dearest, you're a healer, but you're really not. You're a conduit for healing. The thing is, you're not here to fix everybody. It's not your job. You're here to show people how to fix themselves. That's another thing. So, what is your boundary? You cannot take on other people's burdens, and I do see that that is something that you've had to cut the cord with a bunch of people. So the crown chakra is you learning to trust your intuition and also really protect your energy, because believe it or not, I know that this is going to sound floofy telling you this, you're kind of sacred. I mean, everybody has all of this value, all of this sacred energy. You need to understand your place of sacred energy, because you are here for a very strong purpose and people are flocking to you. You have to protect your energy, and you are going to do major jobs with it. All right, so you've been getting a lot of insights, probably in the dreamlike state, and you wanna know, I've been hearing that a lot from the collective, and it's showing up here next to this bad boy. So it's changing your mindset, and it's also changing your mindset that is going to be evident in your dreams. The whole thing is, this was weirdly in the deck. And don't worry, I've been shuffling and using multiple ones this morning, so it's not like anyone missed out on this. So the death card is in reverse. This is a lot of fear moving into this new cycle with you. So let's see, the release and surrender. The anxiety that's building up, it's just like it gets to that peak point in your life. You know, when you get so flustered with something, you have a major case of that I don't give up what anymore. This is kind of what Spirit is goading you to do. It's like, no, just sit back, relax, let me take care of this. I got this. You've had a long day, you've had a long life, let me do this for you. And so this is what I'm seeing. The forgiveness has to happen. It's not about you and forgiving Spirit, because trust me, Spirit knows what's on the table. This is about, I guess, just forgiving in general for, I think, how out of control you've felt, for how out of whack things have seemed, how much you have been pushing yourself. There is an element of forgiving yourself, because this new beginning is going to cost you your past in all senses. You have got to cash that check in so that you can receive this new upgrade. We have divine timing at play. So what are we looking at with the truth and integrity? What is being revealed right now? Well, Spirit is saying, listen, I can't tell you any more than I've already told you. Reflect on what I've already told you, because now I'm basically screaming. That's not wind blowing around your ears. That's us shouting in your face, and you're just not hearing us. I don't know how more in your face I can get, says Spirit. I've given you signs, I've given you numbers, I've given you these crazy strangers who are just spitting out verses in front of you. Listen, it's not as hard as it is being made out to be. We are completely in a new cycle. You are ready for this new life to start. Spirit is looking at you saying that I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. I gotta wait for this, that, and the other thing. And Spirit's like, you've been training for this your whole life. What do you mean you're not ready? You're so full of crap. How are you not choking on it? Anyway, listen, Spirit has been there the whole entire time with you. There is absolutely nothing that you have walked through alone on this, even though you have felt so alone. Spirit has given you the leg up. So there's been a lot of situations that you probably shouldn't have made it out of, at least with a level head. It's like, I got you. Spirit completely has your back, and it needs your trust. You've probably been getting a lot of aha moments, which AKA downloads. You've been probably getting a lot of those to get some sort of insight or help as to really hone your gifts, and also figure out how exactly you can ground yourself and still be around the chaos that's going around. I don't know if you have noticed, but a lot of things have been pretty chaotic recently. And I say that in a very sarcastic tone because there's no way you haven't noticed the chaos that's going around, and it must be hitting you really hard. And I'm not saying that it's anything other than, well, okay, how can it not be hard? The people who are involved in all of the chaos are experiencing that level of hell. And then there's people on the outside who are watching it down, trying to help in every way that they can. It is so disheartening. That is what I mean to say. I'm not marginalizing anyone's experience. Trust me on that. You are a hypersensitive individual who needs to hone their gift, and you're getting a lot of encouragement on how to really hone it and not break underneath all of this pressure. There is a blanket of healing that is going around all this entire situation. What the heck? Look at that. Freaking alfalfa here. All right, so Archangel Raphael is talking about the healing that's going on with this. We have the fairies, which is about being grounded. When you are fritzing out, when you are panicking, nothing is going to work out. That is where most of the accidents happen, and Spirit is trying to get you to a place of neutral, maybe even borderline calm. But that's going to be the sweet spot in which you can be the most effective and still maintain, I think, your sense of sanity, but also keep your heart in this one. I'm being pulled to use this very quickly. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm being pulled to use, no, I am being pulled to use that. What the heck? Oh, study, children, and freedom. Then we have dreams. You are getting insight on how to help people get back to a sense of safety and innocence. And I think that you're really watching and observing what's going on, and you are planning what your personal influence in the situation is going to be. And this, I don't see that you're going to let anything hold you back. I don't see that you're letting any sort of offset rules or regulations stop you. Now, I'm not telling you to break the law. I'm not telling you to do anything volatile. So let's put that out there right now. What I'm seeing is you're getting the inspiration and the jump to take the steps that you need to take to be the most effective that you can be in this situation. A lot of divine inspiration is going on. And what I see here is a level of innocence and peace being kind of restored in your situation. This is actually really cool. I see this as a major self-realization moment in your life where you're seeing the painful lessons and what they did to you, what they taught you, what you're not. And also you are in the clarity of this in transition to wherever your landing point is in this new phase of life. Oh, my dearest. I actually really am happy for you. So what I'm seeing in here is I feel like you have not necessarily been sitting down with yourself, but I do feel like you have been sitting down in life and clearing things out and taking a real solid look at them. What is this? What have I been holding on to? What has been in my closet for all of these years? And I see the block and the exchanging gifts, and then we have the milk and honey. So milk and honey, huh? How have you really stifled what you are able to give or to express of yourself? There's some aspects of your personality that were never really allowed to come about. And I see that you're unpacking this right now. And this is only going to add to your life. It's not going to be something that you need to be embarrassed by. And that's actually kind of what I'm feeling with this. Whoever it was that broke you down, it was somebody who was really important to you. This could be family, friends, lovers, colleagues. Whoever it was, they were incredibly important to you. Parts of your personality had to go into hibernation because they made you feel bad about it. This may even just be a cluster of peers, but these are people who, yeah, you have a really deep or long-standing soul contract that had to be played out. And I see that those of the past have been played out. but the parts of yourself that you had stifled are actually really big strengths that are going to make your life a lot easier. So the milk and honey, I want to draw more on that, and I'm going to be, okay, so wait, hold on. All right, so I'm going to be using the messages from your angels. This is going to give you a sense of peace and tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And let's see, you're flying high right now, which threatens others. Don't descend, because you will soon be, others will soon become inspired by your example. So this is also going to bring you closer to your path. So to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings you closer to your divine purpose, which takes you away from it. My darling, you need to unpack everything that is in that closet of yours so that you can be this person in the world. People are going to be inspired by this element of you that is coming through. And what I see right here is, don't test the waters, just let this shine through. What I see right here is taking a leap, but not being confident in doing so. And as I'm talking to you, I get a message about a client and I love it. Okay, you're not going to let your imposter syndrome hold you back now. You know that it's just imposter syndrome. It's part of your journey. You are going to have bouts of doubt in your life. You're not going to let it have you miss any opportunities, but you're not going to just fly into them either without looking. So that has led you in the past to completely breaking. And honestly, you felt like a failure before you even tried. Oh, let's see. It made you so on edge, resentful, and unable to receive any good news, any good deed, anything. That is so heartbreaking. I do feel like it put you in a case of numbness rather than anxiety. I do feel like you went from anxiety to numbness, like you had to cut that out. So the failure, the sense of failure that is coming about after you break, what is this going to lead to for you? All right, so healing with the angels. All right, so these want to make an appearance. They kind of just chuck themselves at me. Self-acceptance, which is great. Divine timing, music, truth and integrity, forgiveness, and new beginnings. All right. So first off, you got to stop being so hard on yourself. And I want you to admit to yourself where you really wish that you could have done differently and why you could have done differently. I genuinely want you to look at these old scenarios. It's not living in the coulda, woulda, shouldas. What about those passing moments that you didn't take a chance on? Do you wish that you would have done differently? And what did you learn from that miss? Because what I see coming in is not wisdom, not settling for something, but taking the wisdom of past, what seems to be pains, collecting the wisdom from that and really implanting it into, I guess, what the new opportunity is that's coming up. So I want to get clarity on what this new opportunity is. All right, so forgiveness. It's in here. It's already in here. What is this new opportunity? All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we also have, let's see, it's already in here. So we have this. An opportunity from the past is coming around again with a higher sense of value. Crap, I missed it. But I didn't miss it. Hopefully it comes in at the end.